time.
Me too.
Nice to meet you.
And you're a teacher here?
I am a teacher here for 4 years.
Okay. Can you explain to me, like, how Judaism was founded and how it started?
Okay, Judaism is about 5,775 years old. Originally, so if you've read the Bible or the Torah or the Quran, Abraham started the whole thing. And Abraham was called upon by God to sacrifice his son, Isaac. But he wouldn't do it. I mean, he did, but then God said, no, you don't have to do it. And that sort of founded Judaism. And because Abraham had been so faithful to that vision, he said, well, you will be fruitful and multiply and grow and have 12 sons from 12 different nations. That's how God started. So.
There are a lot of holidays going on. Can you explain to me some of that?
Sure. So Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are our highest, most holiest days of the year. And Rosh Hashanah is our Jewish New Year. There's actually 4 Jewish New Years, but Rosh Hashanah is the one that we really celebrate as the harvest of the New Year. And then Yom Kippur is the Day of Atonement, so it's the day where we all fast. And everybody thinks about things that they've done that they wish they'd done differently. And you reach out to people and apologize. So it's important on Yom Kippur not to apologize just to God, but to really say you're sorry to people you've actually hurt. So the line goes, for sins against God, the Day of Atonement atones, but for sins against man, you have to go and do it yourself, right? And then today is Sukkot, it's the festival of the harvest.
How does Judaism compare to other religions? Like, is there, I mean, obviously in the holidays, is there something, like, drastically different than that, like, say, Christianity does?
So we're Reform Jews here, right? And Reform Jews are not Zionists, so we don't believe it's our duty to go back and live in Israel. Most Reform Jews are extremely politically liberal, and Reform Jews, I think, are very similar to other religions. I don't see a lot of difference between all the major religions. Islam, Judaism, Christianity, we all have similar roots, and all of us in practice, I think, are very similar. So we have different holidays that we celebrate, but when you get down to it, I think the core morals of all the major world religions are the same.
I know that you guys have a service. What goes on in your service? Like, do you pray? Do you
So service is on Friday nights, and service has many parts. We in the Reform Judaism movement love music, and so our services incorporate a lot of music. Friday nights, we open the Ark and say hello to the Torah, but we don't read from it. We read from the Torah on Saturday mornings, so service is really 2 services. We pray with people who are in mourning. That's our mourner's Kaddish. So anybody who has a yard site, which is an anniversary of somebody they love dead, or somebody who's in mourning right now, everybody in the community stands up and prays together to sort of process that grief. We ask for healing for people in our community, and really we just say, thanks God, we're glad we're here.
So would you say that Judaism has changed a lot since it started?
Yes. I think Reform Judaism, so there are 4 main movements in Judaism. There's Orthodox Judaism, which are the people you would think of with the hats and who have the curls and they don't shave, right? That's Orthodox Jews. There's Conservative Jews, which are kind of a more modern version of Orthodox. They're kind of halfway between Orthodox and Reform. There's Reform Jews, which are the most liberal and the most changed. Reform Jews don't think that you need to, obey the 613 commandments. You basically just have to understand why they were made commandments and be faithful to that. That's a huge departure. And then Reconstructionist Jews, there are very few of them. They're mostly California, and they're more similar to a combination between conservative.
Yeah, I noticed I subscribed to the bill because again it says we support Israel, and you were saying that we don't feel like the need to go into Israel, honestly. What are your feelings about having a deal with
My personal feelings are that I feel very bad for the Palestinian people. I think that Hamas has done a terrible thing to the Palestinian people, and that the Israel government is way too harsh, and they're not handling it the way I think they should be handling it. I think they should be really reaching out and trying to repair those bridges and help the Palestinian people, because really the Palestinian people are living in the most terrible conditions I can imagine. So it makes me very sad. So I support Israel's right to defend itself, but it's doing it the wrong way. To defend itself, it should be befriending the people who are also oppressed.
That was a good answer.
Thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The temple that I visited is called Word of Shalom in Falls Church, Virginia. The temple holds services, religious celebrations, holiday celebrations, religious education classes, and spiritual ceremonies. When you walk in, it's really light because there are a lot of big windows all around the building, but the ceremony space is fairly dark. Before I walked in, outside I could hear kids and adults singing because right now is a holiday called Sukkot, and they really love music because they're Reformed Jews. Everybody seemed really happy, and the general vibe was just really positive. When we were talking about religions in AP World, we said that at the core of all religions, they just want you to be a good person, and I really got that sense when I went and visited because everybody there just seemed like they wanted to be there, and they were happy. And when I was talking to Jenna Stein and I asked her about the war in Palestine and Israel over the summer, she told me that she really felt bad for the Palestinians, which I wasn't expecting because obviously she is Jewish, and Israel is a Jewish country, and I was expecting her to say that she felt bad for the Jews, but she knew that Palestinians were living in worse conditions, and she really displayed what a good person is.